Well, hello there, gang. Welcome to the 30. I am your host, Patrick Jackman. I'm also the founder and principal of the Jackman Group LLC. We are a training and development firm where we focus on leadership training, strategic planning, business coaching, and team enhancement. Well, the 30 is a weekly broadcast. If this is your first time viewing, I want to welcome you to the 30, where we focus primarily, we talk to and we bring in the best guests, right? So we talk with them about leadership. We talk with them about entrepreneurship and business. We also talk about some of the things that they are currently doing in their industry. And tonight is like no other. I have, he calls himself a regular guy. He calls himself a simple guy, but I know he's much more than that. And I'm excited to talk to Ben. We're going to bring him up shortly and you will get to hear from him. So I want to thank you. I want to thank you for tuning in on the 30 on this, whether you're watching us live or in replay. Thank you so much for the opportunity. Thank you for joining us. Just a couple of things before we bring Ben up. Next month in April will be our 2 years. I think, yes, 2 years. We started in 2020 during the start of the pandemic. Back then, the show was called Pause Break, and we changed it to the 30. So it was Pause Break 30. Now it's called the 30. So 2 years of live streaming. I'm excited. Look out. We have something specially planned for you next month, so you don't want to miss it. Also, you can go ahead and join our community. This show is brought to you, of course, by the Jackman Group LLC. So make sure that you join our community. I'm going to throw this up there for you right now. Go to jackmangroupllc.com, sign up, and register to be part of our community. If you would like to be a sponsor of the 30, it's easy. Simply drop me an email, drop me a line at info@Jackman Group LLC, info@Jackman Group LLC, and just say, Patrick, I want to be a sponsor of the 30, and we will get you going. So I don't want to take away any time from Ben. So let's get this party started right now. Let's go. Let's go. It's the 30 tonight. We'll be talking about marketing. We'll also talk about the journey. And my guest is none other than Ben Albert. I'm going to bring him in. Ben, welcome to the 30. Thank you for joining us.
Patrick, I'm excited. The intro music. Congratulations on 2 years. Job well done. I'm humbled to be here today. Thank you.
Thank you for taking the time to join us. I know we met through a mutual friend of ours. Shout out to Jen Lake. Thank you for introducing me to Ben. So Ben, tell our viewers and listeners who you are, what you do.
You said it in the intro. I see myself as an ordinary guy. I'm a regular guy. I'm here to learn. I'm a learner. I'm a listener. I like to tell people, Patrick, that I ask questions for a living. And what I mean by ask questions for a living is there's two legs that are the main focus of my question asking. I host my own network of podcasts called Real Business Connections, where it's all about bringing people like yourself, literally everyone, go to Real Business Connections and listen to the episode with Mr. Jackman himself. Incredible episode. It's like bringing people, Patrick, on and asking good questions and learning. And then in my marketing company, it's never square peg, round hole. I never try to force a fit. It's about asking the right questions and trying to determine if I can actually serve, and if not, making a referral recommendation. But at the end of the day, being a question asker, being a listener, and being a learner is what I pride myself on.
Awesome. Now, you are the owner of a company, right?
Yes, I am.
So Balbert Marketing LLC. So tell us a little bit about that and how it got started. What's the journey? When was it started? So, so I want to know everything about your company. I know there's just one. So let's start there and then we'll move into the other companies that you have.
Yes, sir. And Patrick, I'm not going to tell you in the audience everything about my company because I don't want to put anyone to sleep tonight. I do want to be mindful of time, but it's important to look back at childhood because I feel like a lot of what happens when we're younger, our personality changes, but a lot of our value sets start to kind of grow when we're younger. And I was a quiet kid. I was a listener. I was very shy. I was literally small. I was the smallest kid in class, and I was a great basketball player, had good dribble skills, could shoot well, but since I was so small, I got bullied a little bit, and I kind of felt small. And at the same time, my father was struggling with alcoholism.
Hmm.
It wasn't an ideal living circumstance. But I don't say this for sympathy. I know a lot of us come from a tough background, whether it's alcoholism, abuse, or not even having parents at all. So I still see myself as blessed and lucky. But at that age, I felt small. I felt like I didn't have a voice. I felt like I hadn't found my spot yet. Around those high school years is when I got into the music industry and the music scene. And that was the aha moment where I found my tribe. I found my people that we were loud, we were tall, we were big. We like to play music and dance and do fun things. And at that time, I realized that community really mattered to me. I had started to find my tribe, started to find my like-minded people. And Patrick, I was never the leader in any of these endeavors. I was more the advocate, the follower, the person who liked to amplify other people's voices. I love to promote and advocate and build these communities. And it started with music. And as time went on, I didn't even realize it, but I was honing that skill to give someone else the mic and promote their gifts and collaborate and try to bring out the best in people and their message. Where I feel like I got lucky. I found myself in a role for a marketing company, and I loved it. I didn't go to school for marketing, but in the moment I started marketing, I just felt clung to the industry because I was able to do just that, exactly what I was missing when I was a kid and I felt small. I had an opportunity to give the mic to business professionals and amplify their voice and allow them to find their tribe and their people and the people they can connect with as clients, as partners, as employees, as in friends. And now it goes back to what I said before, podcasting and marketing. I think I stumbled upon it. I think I got lucky. I feel blessed, but it's a perfect place for me because I get to do just that. I get to have conversations, I get to listen, and I get to allow people to be amplified and no longer feel small, kind of like the way I did when I was a young kid. So that's why I love what I do, and that's why I'm excited to get the message out and just encourage people to find their voice and find their skill set and start honing that skill set as well.
Awesome. Great, great. So when did you actually start your company? I know you said that you're in a marketing role, and from our previous conversation, let's
Yes.
talk about that transition from where you were at the time to when you started your own marketing firm.
Yes. So COVID hits. I'm working for a more corporate level marketing role as a sales executive for a marketing company. Great company, but it was misaligned. It wasn't the best fit for me. So I was undergoing a potential transition to a different division right when COVID hit. So COVID hits, everything's going array, and I was actually temporarily furloughed with a probability that they bring me back. But at the time, they had to cut costs because no one knew what was going to happen. And since I had that uncertainty as where we were going to go, I was actually kind of depressed. I was upset. I was reliving some of my father's past. I
Mm.
mean, I remember rolling over on the side of the guest bed and looking at an empty bottle of Jim Beam and just wondering what I was doing and what the world was coming to. And it was, for me and a lot of people, a really tough place.
Mm-hmm.
I went back to what I knew. So I skipped this part, but I had a music podcast for 5 years. So
Okay.
I knew I loved podcasting, and I was a marketing executive, and I knew I loved marketing. And I said, shoot, I don't know if I can swear, but I said, shoot, I need to do something, even if it's sloppy and even if I don't get it right the first time. So I took this laptop in front of me and signed up for an LLC. I didn't know exactly what an LLC even meant, but I knew that if I was going to be a big businessman, I had to start somewhere, right? So in August, September of 2020, set up that LLC, started a podcast in November called Rochester Business Connections to do exactly what it sounds like, to connect with other Rochester, I shouldn't say other Rochester leaders, to connect with actual Rochester leaders. I was the student. I had to be humble, but I had a great opportunity with my podcast to start networking, start meeting people, and start building what at the time was a baby, freelancing marketing firm to
Mm-hmm.
what now has humbly I've been able to replace my income from that previous role. So unless something happens and I catch fire, I'm in it for the long haul. I'm happy to be here.
That's awesome. What a story. Not knowing what an LLC was. That is so classic. I love it. I love that story, Ben. Going from where you were, and then unfortunately going through what you saw in your family life, but then coming out on the other side. That is a success story. So let's talk about some of the things that you do with your company. Marketing. What specific areas of marketing, Ben, do you focus on, and what is your target client?
Got it. And first off, one thing I didn't mention, lots of nosebleeds are along the way, lots of
Mm,
falling on my face. I made the
mm-hmm.
story sound pretty. It wasn't pretty. It was a struggle. I'm learning every day, and I'm not perfect yet. Well, what I'm doing at my marketing company currently is really doing my best to service people with their online first impression. And what I mean by that is there's web design and there's Google maintenance and there's logo design and there's search engine optimization. You can't make a first impression if someone Googles you and they can't find you at all. So
Right.
I like to say I'm in the business of creating a good first impression online. I can't make services good. I can run your business for you, but it's my role to put a business owner in the best position possible to reach the right clients and do them service and do them the justice and earn the business they deserve. You asked about ideal client. Am I allowed to say the A word? Am I allowed to say asshole on your show?
No.
Okay. Well, I apologize.
Okay, Ben.
Oh,
That's all
man.
right.
Because a better word for it is just rotten, jerky, mean people. I don't want to work with mean people. So my
Sure.
ideal
Sure.
client is a business owner who ultimately is hungry and driven and cares about his clients and wants to grow. I don't niche to a specific industry. I just don't want to work with rotten people. So if anyone is a good person that cares about their clients, we can have a conversation. And if it's a good fit, we move forward and make a plan.
Cool. Well, let's take a look as we chat, Ben. I'm going to share um, your site here, and I
Oh,
want
cool.
people to see exactly what you do, because I think it's genius, right? Because you have all these things
Thank you.
on your site in terms of meeting you. What a nice guy. Nice to meet you. And then so some of your services that you focus on. Um, let's see here if we can bring that up. So Google services, as you said. So if you were to break down, Ben, in terms of your clients, what are some of the top two? let's talk about the top two things that some of your clients are looking for when it comes to your business.
So to generalize it as general as possible, I like to say save time and make money. So marketing it's a full-time job. It's complicated. It can be stressful. It's hard to know the right and wrong things to do. Even as a professional marketer, you have to do a lot of beta testing. Algorithms change on social media. So one thing that was trending 6 months ago might change again. So most of my clients just are stressed and they don't want to handle all the marketing themselves, and they want a professional who's trained to take that over and put time back into their day, time that they can focus on their business and focus on the ones they love, like their family or recreational activities. You can go and focus on that while I handle the marketing. And then obviously part of why we're in business, there's two main reasons usually. It's impact and revenue, because revenue allows you to make more impact. So I help them save time by not having to do and learn all the stuff on their own. And I help them make money so they can gain more clients, have more impact, and help more people at the end of the day.
Awesome. Let's look at, you have a couple of your Raven fans here, Ben.
Oh, nice.
Mark says, good morning. I guess Mark is probably maybe in Australia or outside of the States, or maybe he's just joking around, right? Russell says, hi, Ben.
What's up, Russell? What's up, Russ?
Let's see here. Erica, looks like maybe something happened on LinkedIn. Not sure. Erica says, hello all. And go back to Ben the Bomb. Thanks, Russell. So let's talk, Ben. So you have your marketing side of things. You also said that you have a podcast, right? Which I was blessed to be on, and thank you for inviting me. Let's talk about that. When is it? How does someone get to it? And what are some of the topics that you cover on your podcast?
Absolutely. So the easiest place to find it is if you go to Google or any podcast app, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, Spotify. You type in Real Business Connections. Real Business Connections. Patrick was on pretty recently, a couple weeks ago, so you should be able to find his show there. I recommend you start there. Incredible conversation on leadership. Really blessed that you came on my show. Tremendous value for my audience. But Real Business Connections, there's 5 shows in one. I won't go through every individual detail of every single show. But there's 2 major legs, 2 main things that I focus on in my conversations. There's business. It is for business people, but it's also the personal development piece as well, because I love to give actionable tips. For example, 5-Minute Fridays is a segment, easy to implement business tips for busy people. I love actionable. I love to go and get things done. I want people to take action. I don't want them just to consume and not take action. But I believe the personal development piece is incredibly important. So we have conversations about business and sales, but we also have conversations about meditation and leadership and teamwork. And it hasn't went out yet, but today I interviewed someone who is a improv expert, and she was talking about how we can take the principles of improv. Again, it's not out yet, but subscribe so you can hear it. Take the principles of improv into business context so we have more collaborative conversations rather than no but conversations, yes and conversations. So anyone who's in business, which is everyone, whether you're an owner or an employee, these conversations are meant to inspire you, but also provide actionable insight so you can go and get the job done better.
Awesome. Awesome, Ben. Ben, when we come back, I want to talk about what's next for you. I want to talk about how can someone connect with you. So let's do that. 30 seconds, and we'll be right back. Welcome back to the 30. I am talking to the quiet one, regular guy, Ben Albert. You are more than a regular guy, Ben. We have to get you to change that somehow. But I love it. It's a great marketing ploy. How did you come up with that?
I've got a black t-shirt. I'm wearing a watch. I do switch my watches up. I do also like shoes. But on most days, you'll see me with a black t-shirt and blue jeans. Again, I'll change the watch. I'll change the shoes. Maybe I'll put on a hat. But I'm no different than an ordinary dude just trying to get by and have fun, you know?
I love it. I love it. That is fantastic. When you talk about marketing, right? that is great. So what is next for Ben Albert? Where does your company go? Where do you go? Tell our viewers what's next.
What's immediately on my mind is in May, I'm putting on a virtual summit. It's called Real Business Connections now. I hope I don't mess up the dates because they're not right in front of me, but May 24th and 25th. It's Tuesday and Wednesday of May. Believe it's 24 and 25, but it's Tuesday and Wednesday. Guarantee that. If you were to type in Real Business Connections Summit into LinkedIn, which I know a lot of people are listening now, or message us and I'll send you the link. That's going to be a 2-day summit, 2 hours each day, 3 speakers each day, and breakout rooms to mastermind in between each speaker. So motivational speaker provides a prompt. Then we break out, we network, we learn from each other. And the best part, 100,000% of donations go to fight Alzheimer's. So I'm not accepting any money for this. It's donation only. So I'm just excited to be raising as much money as we can for Alzheimer's while networking, while learning. And I guess if we were to talk about the future, I would love this to be a twice a year, quarterly, maybe twice a year, minimum once a year event. So I want people to come virtually, prove the concept, and then we can raise money twice a year. So I'm really excited about that right now, Patrick.
That's fantastic. And those dates again, Ben?
I think it's 24-25 or 25-26. 24-25. Thanks, Russ. It's 24-25, Tuesday and Wednesday. I should know, but listen, none of the speakers are announced yet. So you guys are some of the first people to hear about it. And next time I won't mess it up for you, I promise.
Well, Russ is saying Russ has your back, but he's also saying I need to be presenting at that event. Russ is putting his plug in, Ben.
I am considering having moderators in the breakout rooms. I'm not sure how I'm going to do it, but we're going to have breakout rooms and masterminding. So if we do have moderators, Russ, you and I should talk. And Patrick, you and I should talk about that moderation role as well.
Not a problem. Not a problem, Ben. Anything that you need from me and I can help, just let me know. Erica, she does a great job with virtual events. She said, host your event every 3 months. So there you go.
Okay. If you plan it for me, Erica, we'll do it. But it's the planning that's the toughest part. I want to, though. I want to.
Be careful what you ask for now, because Erica will take you up on it. She's fantastic. She does I've learned a lot from Erica in terms of virtual events and just the whole technology piece. So I'm sure that she can connect with you. Mark also says, I will help. So there you go, Ben. So you put it out there and people are jumping on it, want to help you. So this is fantastic.
Love it. Fantastic.
And Erica says, yes, will do. So there you go.
First things, guys, you got to buy a ticket to donate first. So everybody buy a ticket. We'll see you there. But yes, I would love to do it quarterly, the very least twice a year. And
Yeah.
it's always going to be charity only events because I want to bring in like mind. We call them go givers. I want to bring in go givers to these events.
And that's one of the things, Ben, that I really respect about you.
Thank you.
Um, and on your podcast, you said no sponsors. Here, you are raising money for charity, and that is fantastic. And I really appreciate that about you. So thank you for doing that. Thank you.
Thank you.
So, Ben, if someone wants to get involved with podcasting, or someone wants to reach you from a marketing perspective, how do they go about contacting Ben Albert?
Yeah, I'm on all social platforms. I do spend the most amount of my time on LinkedIn,
Mhm.
but connect with me anywhere, Balbert Marketing, or look up Ben Albert. The best place to go would actually be balbertmarketing.com, and you can click on all links, or you can go to this link here, balbertmarketing.com/all links. And again, it's right on that website in front of us here. You'll find a hub. You'll find the podcast, the website. You'll find my LinkedIn, my Facebook, my Instagram, all on one page. So go to balbertmarketing.com or balbertmarketing.com/all links. You'll find anything you need there. And connect with me. Again, I love LinkedIn, but I'll hang out with you wherever you like to hang out. So let's connect wherever we hang in and go from there.
Awesome, Ben. Ben, any last words? And after this week, we're going to get into kind of the rapid fire so that people can
Ooh.
get to know you more on a personal level. But any last words for our viewers or listeners?
I encourage people to tune into the 30 every single week. Patrick, I'm humbled that you asked me to come on. I truly appreciate it. I hope that we provided some value today, and I'm just honored for the opportunity. Thank you, and thank you everyone who's listened, whether it's live or on the replay. Listen 1, 2, 3, 4 times, take notes, have fun, and listen to the 30 every week, guys.
You're good, Ben. You're good. Thank you so very much, Ben. So let's go into our rapid fire before we raise our curtains or bring the curtains down, as they would say, right? So 4 questions for you, maybe 5. But the first one, what's the last book that you've read?
Brad Lee, The Hard Way.
Hmm.
Very small writer, first ever book. Have trained and mentored with him. Brad Lee is a sales trainer and literally finished it this morning. It's called The Hard Way. Stuff I learned, lessons I learned so you don't have to.
Very nice. I like that. Bradley the Hard Way. Okay. Favorite place to vacation, Ben?
Ooh. So this is a cheat answer, but in May I'm going to New Orleans Jazz Festival. I have never been to New Orleans, so that's why I'm cheating and I didn't quite answer the question, but I'm ecstatic to go to Jazz Festival in May. New Orleans Jazz Fest is what I'm looking forward to.
Okay. Favorite food?
Pizza. I didn't want to say it, but I love it.
Cheese.
That or mac and cheese.
Okay. All right. Let's talk about your favorite show, television show.
Favorite television show. So it used to be The Office.
Love The Office.
I'll give it to The Office. I think it stands the test of time.
Love The Office. Dwight is the man.
They have multiple amazing characters. It's great.
If you have not seen The Office, you have to Google it. You have to. I think maybe is it on YouTube now or on Netflix or something? But if you have not seen The Office, you really have to go see The Office. It is a fantastic show. One last thing, Ben. What is your favorite mantra? Favorite thing to say?
Wow. I don't know if I have a favorite one. My current favorite that I've been saying lately is leaders are listeners. Because that's something that I'm starting to realize more and more as I do events like this and as I do more speaking. I realize that I only know so much, and leaders are listeners. I can speak my truth, but I'll learn just as much from listening.
All right. Russ is on you again. He says, Gotta say Nolans when the
Nolans.
exactly not. Yep, gotta say it Nolans. Thank you,
Nolans.
Russ. I appreciate it. Ben, I want to thank you so very much. I know we are up on the 30 minutes, and I tried to limit it at that time to 30, maybe 35 minutes, but I want to thank you for coming in on the 30. Again, tell us the dates of your event that's coming up, and how can someone get in contact with you or buy a ticket or attend?
Yes, I might have to cue Russ on this one. I believe it was the 24th and the 25th, Tuesday and Wednesday. I have a page that's directly through the longest day for Alzheimer's. That's where you can purchase the donation. I also have a page up on LinkedIn. If it's hard to find for whatever reason, it is called Real Business Connections now. Real Business Connections now. But if for whatever reason you can't find it, please reach out to me, reach out to Patrick, and we'll send you the link. I'd love to start a conversation. Don't just buy a ticket and go. Start a conversation with me. Let's get to know each other better and continue the conversation.
And Ben, I'm going to show that to our guests now. This is Real
Oh,
Conversations.
so that's not the summit, but that's the podcast website.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right.
So that's where you can go and see you can see how ADHD I am and all the things I've been working on.
All right, Ben. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I want to, I'll be there on the 24th and 25th.
Thank you.
And if we can help you, just let us know if you need any additional help from others. We will certainly get some folks there. Okay.
I'll make sure we drop it in the comments as well too.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I'll make the connection between you and Erica so that you guys can chat.
Beautiful.
All right, Ben. Thank you. Much success in everything that you do. Keep going and keep reaching for the stars.
Will do. Thank you, Patrick.
You are welcome. So we've been talking to Ben Albert. What a fantastic regular guy, he says. But I know he goes beyond that. But a great guy to know, doing some positive things. And make sure that you check the comments for the link to the event coming up May 24th and 25th, a worthy cause. So you don't want to miss. You don't want to miss that. So this is the 30. I want to thank you for being here. We will see you next week, where we'll have another guest talking about another dynamic and encouraging topic. So until then, be blessed, be safe, and may God be with you and your family. We are out.